life into something that you can never own.
Hello, Cancer. So here's your reading for January 15th through about the 21st. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But let's see what the cards have to say for you. Okay. 3 cards for my Cancers. 2 more. I need another one. And I need 1 more. Oh, thank you. Okay. I need what is challenging my Cancers. Not yet, not yet. What is challenging my Cancers? And I need your recommendations. Not yet. Okay, so first up you have the Page of Wands, and this represents it's almost like a beginning of a new journey. He's a student, so he's learning something, but this little guy, sometimes he could get a little sidetracked a smidge, but he's actively pursuing something. He has a goal in mind and he's trying it out, but he's learning about it as he goes along because he is a student. So you might have started in your recent past position, I should say you might have started something and you're kind of working on it, but you could be kind of, I don't want to say getting a little sidetracked here and there, but you're still learning. You're still in the learning phases. You're in the trial and error phases with something. Now, in your current position is the 5 of Pentacles, and this is about not feeling like you have enough or not feeling like you have what you need. So, and then in your near future position, you have the King of Pentacles, which represents, you're going to get it. You're going to have your abundance. You're going to have a feeling of security. I believe what you're working on and what you're trying to do, you're going to actually have success with. He's very structured. He's achieved a lot, but he's put a lot of hard work into getting what he needs. Your hard work is going to pay off. He's all about kind of hope and growth. So I definitely think what you've been putting your efforts into and kind of really going through the mud with, I think it's going to wound up paying off in the future. The energy you need to be aware of this week is the 3 of Wands reverse. And this represents that you might be playing it too safe. Like you might be really wanting something, but you're not allowing yourself to expand the way that you really need to expand. So you need to watch out for that this week. But what is recommended for you is the 6 of Pentacles. And this is about kind of giving and receiving. It's about sharing. And I feel like with this could be indicating that you might need to either balance something out a little bit better or restructure what you're doing. There might be more of an efficient way to handle everything, because I think this guy, I often get this when I have a lot going on my plate and I need to really balance out my time and I need to give to things accordingly, because he's not giving all his wealth to one person. He's kind of sharing it amongst, I guess, the 3 of these people. So you might need to be sharing your time, your resources, whatever it is. You might need to restructure how you're doing that. So if you're pouring all your resources or time or energy and efforts into something else, whatever aspect this Page of Wands represents for you, whatever this means, you need to kind of make sure that you're allowing yourself time to achieve this as well. Because I feel like with the 3 of Wands here about being not really going full-heartedly on something, not really giving it the time it may need, or kind of playing it safe. I wonder if you might be a little distracted, because the Page of Wands, he gets a little distracted. He knows what he wants, but he gets a little distracted. So I think, and the 5 of Pentacles, for whatever this represents for you. You might be feeling that you don't have everything that you need. It's not working out quick enough or whatever. You might be feeling even that you're just depleted in a sense, like your time, energy, and efforts are just kind of depleted. But I do think if you stick with this, you're going to wind up getting that King of Pentacles. You're going to wind up really achieving and growing something that you really want. Like, I think that this Page of Wands moment, whatever this action represents for you, if you kind of go through the trenches and the mud a little bit and you stay diligent on it and you really focus your energies and efforts on it, and focusing doesn't mean you have to focus all your energy and effort. It could mean that you need to kind of allocate certain time to do it or certain resources or whatever this represents for you. If you allocate that a little bit more efficiently in your life and you have more of a structured game plan with it, you're going to get the King of Pentacles. It's going to be good. You're going to have that kind of abundance coming in for you, and you're going to be building something very solid. So I think that's really great, Cancers. Let's see what we get also with the other cards and see what they have to say. Okay, Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. And practice patience, Lemurian Quartz. Oh, this little card fell out. Abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. And you have, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnerships. Okay. Now, so time for a deep dive with the Swan Spirit. I think this is really going with this energy. I feel like with the Three of Wands, kind of holding yourself back, not really giving all your efforts to something or kind of playing it safe. I feel like you need to really assess what this Page of Wands moment, this energy of wanting to try something new or going in a different direction, does this time for a deep dive. I think this needs to remind you why you wanted to start this goal in the first place. Now, this could relate to certain New Year's goals you have, New Year's resolutions or something. So I think this is just reminding you that don't go half-assed with it. Like, obviously you might have to plan accordingly, but remind yourself why you wanted to achieve this in the first place. Why were you doing this in the first place? Like, it could even be a diet. Like, okay, you're like, oh, I'm going to go diet, I'm going to exercise, and now you're like, I've been kind of dieting, kind of exercising here and there, it's like, But it's saying that if you really want to if you want to achieve the goal that you wanted to achieve or set out to do the thing that you set out to do, you remind yourself why you wanted to do it in the first place. Because I think you might be getting a little sidetracked a little bit. And sometimes that happens. And practice patience. This could indicate, with the Five of Pentacles, you might be feeling that it's not happening quick enough, things aren't going really well, or it's not turning out the way you thought it was going to turn out. But sometimes things do that. Sometimes it's not like perfect, So I think you just have to have a little bit of patience with it. To figure out some of the details, but stay focused on it, because I really think you need to still stay focused on the situation. Because with the King of Pentacles, he's saying that it's coming to you. You're going to get what you want. And you have abundance here as well. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, bliss. So this is definitely saying that you're going to get what you want. You just need to kind of continue on it. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And I definitely think that goes with the Six of Pentacles energy here, because he's spreading his resources amongst himself and others, but he's able to kind of do it in a way where it's not wearing him out. He's able to give when he needs. He can receive when he needs. And it's kind of like an effective way to go about sharing or receiving. It's kind of like he's not wearing himself out. He only is giving what he needs to give, what he's able to give, I should say. Now, I think work on your partnership. I really feel like this is for you to work on whatever this Page of Wands represented for you. This is saying you should work on that. You need to be mindful of this Three of Pentacles energy that represents kind of not fully giving your all to something, or not, playing it too safe, not really taking chances, just kind of saying you're working on something, but not really working on it in a sense. So I think you working on this situation, you're going to eventually get to where you want to go. Okay, let's see what quotes we get for you guys. I need one quote for my Cancers, please. Oh, here we go. You can throw in the towel, or you can use it to wipe the sweat off your face, and everything you want is on the other side of fear. And I really feel like this is going with this Five of Pentacles here, and then this Three of Wands in reverse. Like, either you're going to put your efforts into something and you're going to kind of get it done, and you're going to just work towards it. Because even the Five of Pentacles, because sometimes when, obviously if you throw in the towel, you're giving up. But that means you're experiencing challenges. And I think the Five of Pentacles represents you might be going through certain challenges with whatever you're trying to do currently. But if you keep diligent at it, if you keep focused and you realign your focus and you kind of reallocate your resources or your time or your efforts more strategically, I think you can get to what you want. I think you're going to receive your goal. You're going to get to your goal, but I think you need to kind of stay diligent with it. And everything you want is on the other side of fear. And I think that could be, even the Five of Pentacles could represent like you're worried about something. You're worried about not having enough. Because I get this a lot where when I'm actually stressed about something, like I feel like, oh no, this is not going right, or this here and that. And it starts stressing me out. But then at the end, things turn out okay. So you just have to watch that your fear is not derailing you or deterring you from actually working on this Page of Wands aspect of your life, this thing that you want to do. Okay, so let's see what Spirit of the Dish we get for you guys. What's Spirit of the Dish for my Cancers? What's Spirit of the Dish for my Cancers? Not yet, guys, not yet. Here it is. You got the King of Mains, which is the king of the stake. Or the stake, I should say. King stake. And let me get now these. Okay, so we have... So now... Oh, you have two North nodes. Okay, I'll get to that in a second. So, first, your dinner and a movie. You have Chinese food and romance movies. That is the dinner and a movie that is recommended for you this week. I just moved that. And this was the North Node too. But I kind of shuffled that. I shifted that. Let me stick them back to where he was. Okay, perfect. Now, for the zodiac energies that either you could be influencing you, this could represent a person, or this could be the energy you need to tap into or be aware of. You have Aries, and Aries is all about that kind of initial spark. It's about that initiative. They have that drive, that like feisty energy a little bit. So, and I do feel like this Page of Wands is that kind of spark that you want to do something. And you have Sagittarius here. And Sagittarius is about expansion and good fortune, and kind of being like a little bit of a free spirit in a sense. And you have two North nodes, and these represent like something that you're destined for. So I think whatever this is, you're really kind of, it's more destiny. It's meant for you, but you just need to really push forward with it. And you have the 8th house, which represents change, transformations, and it could represent secrets as well. So for some of you, this is a major change or transformation in your life. And maybe this playing it safe here this Three of Wands reverse playing it safe is maybe you're keeping this a secret from somebody. Maybe you don't want to really let people know what you're trying to do because for whatever reason, maybe you feel like you're not good enough to do it or you won't achieve it, so you don't want to let them know. But I think you need to have confidence in yourself. I think you need to... Sometimes when you tell people that you're doing something, it almost is like, I don't want to say it brings it into reality, but now you hold yourself accountable because now you really have to kind of follow through on it. If you tell somebody, okay, I'm start this, I'm going to do this, it's like, okay, now somebody else knows that you're working on it. And maybe you have a person that could help you stay on track or hold you accountable, or you guys can share your goals or what you're trying to do with each other, and you could kind of motivate each other in a sense. And you also have the 11th house, which is about originality, humanitarianism, connections, and creative ideas. So let's get some of these little guys over here for you. You have O, G, W, W, G, L, and you have the number 7. And you have wealth. Look at that. And the King of Pentacles represents wealth. So whatever you're doing could wind up being financially lucrative in the end. So that is wonderful. And let's see what we get here for... Oh, this little guy came out. Okay, so you have the wand. I don't know if you could see that. It's like a little wand. So how do I think this fits in? Let me see. I think this is saying that, unfortunately, we don't have a magic wand. We can't just make something like appear out of nowhere just suddenly. But you do have the ability to work on that, so you can make it appear eventually. You just have to work on it. So I think you have to be your own little magic wand, because I guess if you like wave the wand does all the work, right? So I think this is saying that you have to be the wand. You have to be the one that's doing the work to put forth that energy and that ideology and that getting your mind that you're achieving this so you can attract it to you. And it could also be kind of like the law of attraction, but how that works is you got to put in the work. You have to be focused on what you want, and you have to do it, and then you can gain it. So I do think that you are your own little magic wand here, and I think that by you putting in the work and the effort, you're going to wind up achieving what you need. So I think that's fantastic. Okay, Cancers, it is time. Think of your question, and here we go. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Cancer's question? It says, outlook good. There you guys go. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.